the CyberSwitch Technologies YouTube channel. Today's video is about DLT or Distributed Ledger Technology. We are beginning a series, so be sure to like and subscribe. DLT/blockchain technology. Although they are not synonymous, blockchain technology and distributed ledger technology, DLT, are often used interchangeably. To allow blockchain applications, a blockchain employs a number of technologies, including DLT. What is blockchain technology? Blockchain technology allows everyone engaged in a transaction to know exactly what occurred and when it occurred, as well as validate that other parties are seeing the same thing, without the need for an intermediary to provide assurance and without the need to reconcile data later. The words blockchain and DLT are often used interchangeably. Understanding blockchain requires understanding distributed ledger technology, DLT, the foundation that supports it. What is distributed ledger technology? DLT is a decentralized database that is administered by various people on various nodes or connection points. Blockchain is a sort of distributed ledger technology in which transactions are recorded with an immutable cryptographic signature known as a hash. The transactions are then organized into blocks, and each new block contains a hash of the preceding one, effectively chaining them together, which is why distributed ledgers are commonly referred to as blockchains. Let's look at distributed ledger technology in practice, beyond cryptocurrencies. We will examine how blockchains and DLT function, the sectors that they impact, real-world applications, the networks, and commercial realities. Blockchain promises to revolutionize digital commerce, transaction processing, digital services, healthcare, and many other industries that rely on trust verification. There is an exciting array of organizational scenarios for which blockchain is being promoted as the final solution. Let's look at a few. DLT use cases. Blockchains are being explored and implemented across a wide range of digital trust and exchange use cases. This is occurring in various sectors, beyond cryptocurrencies, who use it as a contractual backbone of trust in the digital age. DLT is positioned to be one of the fastest developing digital technologies and evolutions in the next several years, with several important use cases in the digital transformation of many processes and sectors. 1. Immutable ledgers enable more secure financial transactions. Immutable ledgers are built into all types of DLT networks. After all, it is a zero-trust network that necessitates multi-party data validation for all modifications to the system of record. After a record has been verified and inserted into the ledger, it cannot be updated or amended retrospectively by any entity on the network. One clear advantage of this feature is the avoidance of fraud and the security of financial transactions. Consider Wells Fargo, which has been slammed with hundreds of millions of dollars in U.S. Federal Trade Commission penalties in recent years as a consequence of fraudulent activities. Immutable ledgers assist to avoid this kind of conduct by providing unalterable audit trails. These ledgers also require a greater level of data veracity than the present system. As a result, cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin have functioned mostly without incident and have experienced remarkable increases in value over the last decade. Many people attribute Bitcoin's success to the growing popularity of blockchain and DLT networks. 2. Blockchain authentication for identity theft prevention. Because of the internet's fast expansion and rising demand for personally identifiable information to access online services, an entire business has emerged devoted to stealing and abusing personal information for financial benefit. According to the Breach Level Index, 2.6 billion records were stolen, lost, or exposed globally in 2017, an 88% increase over 2016. A blockchain's immutability may offer a new degree of integrated security for personal identity. In a recent Forbes article, the Safe Identity Platform, Civic, was given an example of a distributed platform for executing secure transactions using cryptographically encrypted personally identifiable information. Using technologies such as Safe Identity Platform, SIP, consumers may go through a security check to authenticate and encrypt personal information. This enables participating institutions such as banks and retail suppliers to use a person's digital profile to verify valid transactions. 3. Using smart contracts to streamline industrial processes. Another use of DLT is in the industrial sector, where smart contracts are used. Smart contracts, also known as operational contracts, are bits of code on a blockchain that specify a party's relationship and behavior. The term contract is used because this code specifies the parameters and circumstances that must be satisfied in order for the preset action to take place. To specify each facet of a connection, There are essentially an infinite number of smart contract applications. Some examples of industrial use cases using smart contracts to automate operations include materials with high/low price thresholds in a procurement system, timelines for shipping from the moment of purchase until receipt, invoice creation and payment conditions, conditions for quality assurance that must be satisfied before advancing a product to the next stage of production. 4. Peer-to-peer transactions and payments. DLT eliminates the need for third-party intermediaries such as banks and agents. The old participants' permissions and procedures are being replaced by smart contracts. We at CyberSwitch Technologies have witnessed how this decreases transaction costs and complexity. It may also speed up the transaction, albeit the high velocity of conventional financial systems cannot presently be matched, thanks to the mechanics of establishing transaction authenticity. 5. Borrowing and lending. DLT enables borrowers who would not qualify for a typical financial institution loan to directly access cash from one or more investors through a smart contract that defines and monitors the loan. There are a number of different models, many of which are in the mortgage industry, that will lend fiat against Bitcoin collateral and even pay interest, such as BlockFi. The COVID-19 pandemic is fueling the fast expansion of the decentralized finance domain. Conclusion. There are various reasons why DLT adoption is expected to rise faster than projected across use cases and businesses of all types. In some cases it will fall short of expectations or simply be unnecessary. While DLT is still in its early stages, all signs point to it as a game-changing technology. The roadmaps of some of our partners, de facto implementations, and industry initiatives confirm this. Distributed ledger technology is among the top innovations, but will require significant testing and adoption. Effective usage will occur at varying rates depending on context, industry, use case, and maturity of the organizations as a whole. We'll talk more about DLT and blockchain in coming videos. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. Be sure to share, like and subscribe for exciting technology-related content.